4.6 number 4 is dealing with a cosecant graph. So I would write sine next to it right away. So I remember to do what I call a ghost line or dotted line of sine first. So the amplitude is a 1. Now remember, there's a negative there, and that basically will flip our graph. So we have to kind of maybe make a star and just write flip here so that we remember to do that. And then the midline will be at 0 because I don't have any adding or subtracting at the beginning or the end. I'm not adding or subtracting a term. The b value is 1 over 7. So that means we're going to take 2 pi and divide by 1 over 7. Remember, we use the sine or cosine rules for a period and critical points. So when you divide by 1 over 7, it's like multiplying by 7 over 1, so you get 14 pi. And then the critical point, you divide by 4 for sines and cosines, and so that's 7 pi over 2. And then there is no phase shift at the end. So if I were going to just do a quick sketch, I would do, my midline is at 0, and I'll go up 1 and down 1, and I will also start at 0 for my critical value, and then I'm just going to add 7 pi over 2, and 7 pi over 2 plus 7 pi over 2 is 14 pi over 2, which reduces to 7 pi. And that 14 pi over 2 plus another would be 21 pi over 2, all the way out to 28 pi over 2, which is 14 pi. So again, you can use your calculator, just keep adding 7 over 2, which is 3.5, until you have 5 critical values. Now, normally my sine curve would start right on the midline at 0 here. First critical value will be at the midline, and normally it would go up. But in this case, we have to go down because of the flip or the negative sign that's at the beginning. So we'll go down, then back to the midline, then to the maximum, and back to the midline. So just draw a dotted line. And wherever that dotted line hit the x-axis, let's draw on vertical asymptotes. And then on the minimum, touch the minimum and do a U-shaped graph that opens down between the critical values. And on maximums, touch the maximum and go up in between those vertical asymptotes. So we have to find a graph that is opening down at about 7 pi over 2. So remember, if you go to a calculator and you type in 7 pi over 2, that's at about 11. And then 7 pi, right, would be about 21-ish, a little more, so it's almost 22. So this one looks like it's maybe at 9, so we're not going to do that one. This one looks like it's opening down at about 5, so not that one. That one also looks like it's opening down at about 5. So really it would be this one, and you can see, right, it's opening at about 11, and then there looks like there's a vertical asymptote maybe at 22, and there's another vertical asymptote at 0, so that would be my graph.